We are here because we've had a lot of issues with infidelity. Oh.
My nipples are super hard right now because Oswello recently got exposed for cheating on his wife Kalani on the new show 90 Day The Last Resort. And I'll tell you what, the first episode, they stole the show.
I told him to please tell me the full truth. And then he disclosed that someone had offered to give him a job. And he accepted it.
Everyone that watches this dumb show 90 Day Fiance and all the spin-offs is aware that Oswello is a bit of a simpleton. He doesn't have a lot going on up here. So after he got caught cheating, he gave his wife Kalani a hall pass and said, "You're allowed to kiss another guy." Well, she did a lot more than kiss him, Oswello. They banged hard. And guess what? He did a better job than you did.
Did you enjoy sex with him? Did he do it better? Like, did you feel better?
When me and you have sex, it's about you. It's about what you want. It's about what, like, you getting what you need from it. With him, it's about both of us.
It's never the right time to say goodbye. Girl, it's not you, it's me. I gotta figure out what I need. 90 Day The Last Resort is about couples giving their relationship one last chance by getting therapy at a luxury resort in Florida. There's 3 licensed therapists on the show that are there to hold these cringe cast members accountable, which is a first. There's 5 couples staying at this nice resort in Florida for 2 weeks, and at the end of the 2 weeks, they decide if they want to reconnect or call it. And by call it, I'm not talking about little Edward and Liz, let's break up and get back together 100 times. I'm talking for reals this time.
We get to focus on our problems, and our lives are about to get even more chaotic.
As y'all are aware, being in a relationship with the more narcissistic version of the Mucinex man ages you. Just look at Liz's face. No offense, Liz, but with peace and love, you look terrible. Every time we see your face, it looks like you aged about 5 to 10 years. Liz appears to be very stressed out, and I understand. I would be stressed out too if my partner constantly hit up every single Asian girl on Instagram, slid in their DMs, and tried to use their fame or clout to attract them. It's super cringe.
And I love Asian women.
The broken toys are on the come up, huh? By going on this TV show, they get an all expense paid vacation. They get free therapy sessions by licensed therapists. They get more clout and more money. It's a win-win-win-win. Let's look at the garbage cast members on this TV show. We got little Edward and Liz. We got Yara and Jovi. We got Asuelu and Kalani. We got Angela and Michael through his screen because he's still in Africa. There's always that 5th couple that no one really cares about, and it's these two, Molly, and I forgot what this guy's name is. My question for our favorite network TLC is, why is Angela on the show when Michael's in Africa and their relationship is looking more and more like Plankton with his wife because his wife is a computer screen and Michael's in a screen too, constantly getting yelled at by his wife for things that she herself does. Before we continue reviewing this trash TV show, I'd like to tell you about today's video sponsor, Raid Shadow Legends. Raid Shadow Legends is a free-to-play mobile game available on Android and iOS. With Raid's amazing graphics, gameplay, and champions, it's no wonder why they're ahead of the competition. Isn't that right, Professor Death Knight?
Professor Death Knight here from Tuleria University, legally not a school, with a math problem. If you create a hit mobile game in 2019, how many champions will you have now? Over 700! Not only does Raid have hundreds of rad champions, it also has 15 amazing factions. Faction Pop Quiz. Can you name the latest faction? If you said the elusive Sylvan Watchers, you're right! Okay, class, any questions?
Who's your favorite champion other than Ultimate Death Knight?
Alright, if I can't say Ultimate Death Knight, then I gotta say Ultimate Death Knight. He's my #1 boy.
For new players, you can get your hands on Stag Knight, one of the best epic champions around, as well as a skin for Stag Knight designed by John Tron. Just use the promo code JTSKIN before October 7th. It's as easy as that. Also, don't worry, even if you're not a new player, you can still get Stag Knight and the skin through an in-game event. Do you want a free legendary champion? If so, you should check out Sun Wukong. Raid's take on the mischievous Monkey King, coming as a free legendary champion. All you've got to do is log into Raid on 7 different days between August 22nd and October 23rd to get your hands on this awesome champion. If y'all haven't started playing Raid yet, use the link in my description box or scan the QR code to get some awesome bonuses. We're talking an epic champion, Knight Errant from the Bannerlords faction and other useful things, people. She constantly mentions that Michael cheated on her by flirting with the girl on social media. Meanwhile, she did the same thing with that Billy guy the entire last season. Recently, a video leaked of Angela beating up her friend after forcing herself on a dude at a charity event, which doesn't surprise us at all because this woman is is disgusting. She's had numerous run-ins with the law. She's raised a child molester. She's beat up Michael on camera. She's beat up Michael off camera. She made Michael quit his job in Nigeria because she's afraid of him potentially being around girls. But this was in order to financially dominate him so that she can keep going on the show with him because she wants to be famous so bad. We've seen her disgusting boobs multiple times. She's almost fought other cast members on the show, especially Yara during the last tell-all. I can go on and on about what a garbage human being Angela Deem is, but let's check out this footage that was leaked of her beating up her friend real quick.
You'll always be a star. You're just like Tony. You'll never be a star. You'll always be a one of I love you, but you just want to this one, so see you later. Best friend, I'm not even here to touch me. You don't have to get my room.
Oh, all right, good. Her tits are out. She's getting in this guy's face. This has to be the most ratchet senior citizen we've ever seen on a reality TV show. This is wild. 90 Day Fiance star Angela Deem's friend Jennifer DeLandro reveals what led to their fight. Just 2 days after 90 Day Fiance star Angela Deem got into a physical fight with her friend Jennifer, Jennifer is speaking out. The Dulce Aesthetics owner exclusively explains to In Touch why she and Angela got into a fight in the first place. Ooh, dramatic. Let's read it. Angela and myself hold a close bond, Jennifer told In Touch. Due to unfortunate events, things got heated, but we have since discussed and cleared the air. It's funny, I was just taking her back to her hotel to make sure she got there okay, and picking up my car to go home. It actually looked worse than it was. Oh, it looked worse than it was because it looked like she was body slamming you. Is this girl trying to gaslight us and tell us that we didn't see what we saw? She physically attacked you. What are you saying? The New Yorker added, no one threw punches and no one hit anyone. That is false. It's an event that I can speak for myself as a grown woman with a business. Should have never happened. I just wanted to go home, but as I said before, everything is fine and we are good. Life has a learning curve for everyone and hopefully there will be a good takeaway from this. Clearly her friend Jennifer is taking the high road here. Angela Deem assaulted you just like she assaults Michael. Just like she tries to fight every single cast member on the show. It's not news to us, but it's nice to hear that you're so woke and you're trying to take the high road and everything. And what's more wild is TLC keeps giving her and Michael opportunities over other cast members that are legit couples like Colt and Vanessa. And while I'm on the topic, recently Vanessa took to social media to share that her and Colt were originally supposed to be on the show The Last Resort. Unfortunately, Colt took an arrow to the knee.
I used to be an adventurer like you.
Just kidding, he actually broke his leg on a trampoline. Hopefully his mom was there to give him a Capri Sun after, because this seems like something that we would do as kids. Like he's a full-grown man. Vanessa flamed the network for having the genius idea of putting Colt on a trampoline in the first place. Oh look, the show Colt and I were filming before they had the genius idea of putting him on a trampoline and telling him exactly how to jump, which led to his broken leg. Good thing they bailed on us as soon as they realized he was no good for content anymore. Smiley face, middle finger. You can tell Vanessa's really heated about the situation, but her and Colt do make more sense to go on the show because 5 90-day couples are coming together in paradise. Tell us, TLC, in your infinite wisdom, how are 5 couples coming together in paradise when Michael is in Africa right now? Imagine that. Angela's on the beach in Florida enjoying a seafood linguine, all expenses paid vacation. Meanwhile, Michael just has to look at that through a screen and say, wow, honey, I'm happy you're having a good time. That's enough chatter about the dirty bird Angela Deem, because the stars of today's show are Kalani and Oswello.
And one of the nights he went drinking, he supposedly just kissed someone, and how I found out was he was FaceTiming me and he stuck his tongue out and his tongue was white.
Oswello originally told his wife Kalani that the reason for him going to Samoa was to spend time with his family. Y'all probably remember this dude's moochy ass family. Oswello didn't exactly grow up with good mentors.
So you either kiss someone here or you kiss someone down there. But he said it was just a mouth kiss.
Oswello claims that he went out drinking with his friends. He walked into a bar in Samoa and a girl came right up to him and offered him a BJ.
He disclosed that someone had offered to give him a job, and he accepted it.
I'm not even kidding you guys. That's the story that Oswello went with. And when he said this, I'm just thinking to myself, are they giving out blowjobs in Samoa? If you're a dude and you watch this scene, you're calling bullshit right away, because that has never happened to us. I don't want to speak for all of us, and I'm sure that a lot of y'all are Rizzy. I'm not saying you're not, but how many times has a girl just walked right up to you at a bar and offered to suck you off? If you're looking like Patrick Swayze in that movie Roadhouse, maybe that's happening every now and then, but for that to happen to Oswello, nah. Here's the thing, asshole-o. Come clean. Tell the whole truth. If you got caught cheating, tell the entire truth. You had a whole conversation with this girl. Did you mention that you had a wife and kids? Probably not. She offered me a BJ and I accepted. That's the story you're gonna run with, man. So much happened when you met that girl at the bar, all the way until she wrapped her lips around your peen. You had many chances to shut this down, but you chose not to. We already know that you're dumb, man, but I didn't realize you were some kind of dumb idiot that would prioritize getting his drunk nut off over his marriage. Over all the years of devotion, you made little people with this girl, man.
You know what I did? The fucking
Here's the bottom line, bud. If you're not attracted to your wife anymore and you don't love her, end the relationship before you accept head from strangers. It comes full circle though, because in typical cheater fashion, Oswello tried to test Kalani's loyalty by giving her a hall pass.
So then to make it even or fair, then he said I could have a hall pass and then I could go kiss someone if I wanted to.
2 seconds later.
You know, it's really hard because I give her the permission to go kiss somebody.
Time out. You thought for a second that it was gonna stop at a kiss? After you had a girl give you the two-hand twist Giga Sucker 5000, you thought that your wife was gonna stop at just kissing a guy and settle for that? Oswello gave his wife an inch, but she took a mile from this other guy, and fun fact, fans discovered what the mystery man looks like. Kalani's hall pass's name is Dallas Nuez. The photo is from when he was 22. He is now 28, allegedly. He will also be on The Last Resort. He was there filming, allegedly. Seems like Kalani has been mentally checked out of this relationship for years, but I do want to add something very important about this relationship. How it originally started was like that old movie Dirty Dancing. Think about it, right? Baby, much like Kalani, went on a family vacation, and she, much like Kalani, found a dude on that vacation, except for she ended up with Patrick Swayze, and Kalani ended up with Oswello.
I've made a severe and continuous lapse in my judgment.
But don't sleep on Oswello because he can dance too. Hit it, get it, get it. Remember that when he danced for her at the airport and she was super embarrassed about it? When Kalani went on vacation with her family to Samoa for the first time and met Oswello, she was a virgin at age 29. Oswello was working as a pool boy at the hotel she was staying at. She took one look at him and said, damn, I want to eat that butt. So she lets him hit, fast forward, gets pregnant. Stressful. So because Oswello knocked up Kalani, he gets brought over to America on scholarship. And remember, like we established earlier, Oswello's family are mooches, so when they heard that he knocked up a girl from America, their ears really perked up because they're thinking, wow, our son can go to America and send us money because he's gonna earn a higher wage than he earns here in Samoa. The bad news is, unfortunately, throughout their relationship, it becomes more and more apparent that she got knocked up by a man-child.
We're holding your weight, but you try to balance the bike.
Now, the good news for Kalani, even though she's made every single bad decision throughout her life, she has a safety blanket called her family, and they financially support her and also help her out with raising these kids that she keeps popping out. There are very few moments, both on and off camera, where Kalani and Oswello have looked genuinely happy. Also, let me know what y'all think in the comments about this, but they're supposed to be on a couples retreat where they're trying to repair their relationship, but Kalani's still messaging the guy that she had the hall pass with.
I only slept with you before him, you realize, right?
I understand that.
So yes, it's a big deal for me to sleep with somebody else that's not my husband. So I've had to keep a connection with him, yes.
Here's the problem, Kalani. None of us like the way that you're holding yourself as a woman. The minute that this man betrayed your trust and cheated on you, you should have told him to get his shit and get out of the house. Walk away. End it. After being a virgin for 29 years, you lost it to the pool guy, tried to make it work, he was unfaithful, divorce him. If you're claiming to the audience that you have this amazing emotional connection and really good sexual chemistry with the new guy, then go for him. But end the relationship with the father of your children. The way that you're moving is hoish. Come here, bring it in, Kalani. You're better than this. As a mother, don't you want to set a good example for your kids? Kalani may not feel comfortable sleeping in the same bed as Oswello, but I doubt that's the case with Dallas. And when he finally gets to the resort, I'm sure she's going to be sleeping with him, and Oswello's going to be watching the kids with her sister. Oswello, unfortunately, this is probably going to be the no love trip for you, man, but let's look on the bright side. Maybe when you go to the pool bar, a girl's going to walk right up to you and ask to suck your cock. Oh, wow, would you look at that? It seems I'm late for my appointment playing Warhammer 3. I hope you all enjoyed today's video. We're going to be making update videos about Kalani and all of the couples on the show. If you want to dress like a cool kid, buy our merch. If you want some one-on-one time with me, please order Cameo. I'm the #1 Cameo creator in the entire world. Super thankful y'all watch my content. Comment below, subscribe. Love you, bro. Love you, bro. Follow me on Twitch and on Instagram right now.